More and more zombies started waking up. They were starving. Daryl and Carol immediately went on the attack. His crossbow never missed a shot, but he ran out of arrows fast. The zombies kept piling up. They were surrounded. They ran to a nearby building, pushed the door open together, but there was another metal gate inside. The horde was closing in. Daryl held them off while Carol smashed the glass trying to unlock the door. Daryl was barely holding on when the lock finally gave way. Daryl quickly retreated inside. Carol slammed the door shut. Next they headed to the second floor. Every room was locked. Carol grabbed a fire extinguisher and smashed the locks open. The owner had turned into a zombie. Their priority was finding supplies. Carol found a can of salt in the kitchen while Daryl found some candy. He couldn't wait to dig in. Suddenly the zombie behind him broke free. Hearing the struggle, Carol was about to help. But the moment she turned around, a zombie appeared. Carol threw a glass at the zombie, then grabbed the fire extinguisher, smashed it into the zombie's head, and finally shoved the extinguisher into its mouth. Meanwhile, Daryl had already taken care of his zombie. They walked out to the balcony to check things out. The streets were packed with zombies. Looked like they'd be stuck here for a while. Suddenly a beam of light came through the window. Daryl smashed a mirror on the wall, grabbed a shard and went to the balcony. The light was coming from the building across the street. Turns out there were still survivors in London. Late that night, Daryl heard a noise. He quickly grabbed his weapon and got up. They positioned themselves by the window.
Oh, hi, hello. Come in peace. Julian Chamberlain.
Julian brought them a gift. Daryl and Carol welcomed Julian warmly. After some good conversation, the three decided to cross the Atlantic back to America. They agreed to meet at 10 a.m. the next morning, then Julian left. The next day Julian was nowhere to be seen. They were getting anxious. Suddenly bells rang in the distance. All the zombies on the street started heading toward the sound. That was Julian's signal. They immediately went downstairs. Julian had gathered plenty of supplies. The three set off from the Thames. Soon they reached Tower Bridge. The entire bridge was crawling with zombies. Maybe they were the only three survivors in all of London.